Good morning, children. Today we shall see the sixth chapter, Indices. Now, I have written on the board 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. All of us know how to add it. Now we know that do we add it like 5 plus 5 10 plus 5 15 plus 5 20 plus 5 25 plus 5 30. We also have learned that since the number that we are adding is the same number, that is 5, we write it as 5, and how many times it is added? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if we multiply the number 6 times, that is what we are getting it as 30. Okay. Now you look at this. Here I have written 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Now you look what I have over here. 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Okay. How many times? Again 6 times. How do we find the answer for it? Yes, we know to multiply. 5 5s are 25 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Okay, this is just 6 times I have written 5. Okay. Now, this form, what you write like this, is known as the multiplication form. That is 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, the expanded form of it. We can write it in short instead of taking so much of space and write it. Since it is 6 times, it is fine to look like it. Suppose I want to multiply this like again going on 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. Then how many times now it is come to 12 times. And if I go on adding like that, it is so much of time, so much of space. Okay. To write it in short, we write it in the form of index form. Now how do we write in the index form? Which number are we multiplying? 5. So write 5. Okay. And how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the 12 has to be written like this, like a superscript above 5. And this is known as the index form. This is known as the index form. Once again, please pay attention when we are adding it. When we are adding the same number, we just multiply with how many times. Okay, we just multiply how many times. When we are multiplying the same number again and again, we write it in the index form. That is, how many times we are multiplying, that number has to be written as a superscript. And this form of writing, this way of writing is known as the index form. This is how we represent a number in the index form, where the number which we are multiplying is known as the base. This is the base because this is the number we are multiplying again and again. So this is our base. Now, how many times we are multiplying? That is, this is known as index, or you can also call it as exponent. Can call it as index or exponent. Okay. So this is the index form of representing a number. Suppose I have 10 into 10 into 10 into how do I write it in the index form? Which number is multiplied? 10. So write that this is my base. Now how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So 7 is my index or exponent. Now how do I read this? 10 raised to 7. 10 raised to 7, where 10 is the base and 7 is the index or exponent. How do I read it? 10 raised to 7. I repeat, 10 raised to 7. Okay. Suppose I'm giving you 11 raised to 8. 11 raised to 8. Can you tell me what is the base over here? Base is 11. What is the index over here? Index is 8. Now, how do I write it in the multiplication form? This is in which form? This is in the index form. In index form, I want to write it in the multiplication form. How do I write it in the multiplication form? Multiplication form is the expanded form of it. That is 11 into 11 into 11 into 11 into 8 times. So when I write like this is known as the multiplication form, and this way of writing is known as the index form. Okay, this way of writing it is known as the index form. This way of writing it is known as the multiplication form. In index form, 11 is my base, 8 is my index or exponent. How do I read this? 11 raised to 8. Okay. Let us look at some examples over here. Okay. I have written minus 3 raised to 4. Minus 3 raised to 4. Now, can you tell me what is the base over here? Minus 3 raised to 4. What is the base over here? Base is minus 3. This minus 3 is the base, and what is the index? Index is 4. The second example, 4 upon 5, you can see the bracket. Bracket is common for both the numerator and the denominator. Raised to 6. Now, what is my base over here? My base is whatever you see below the index. Okay, whatever. So what is here over here is a fraction. So this entire fraction is the base. So what is the base over here? 4 upon 5. What is the index? 6. In this case, 10 raised to 5. What is the base? 10 is the base. 5 is the index. Minus 2 upon 7. And you can see the bracket. Raised to 3. What is the index? Index is 3. What is the base? Base is minus 2 upon 7. Please remember, if there is a minus sign, that also is included in the base. Okay. So this entire thing is known as the base. So what is my base? Minus 2 upon 7. So if the base is a fraction, or if the base include a negative sign over there, please make sure that you put it in a bracket so you don't get confused over it. Okay. So if it is a fraction and if you have minus sign, please put it in a bracket so the entire thing become your base. Now what is the meaning of it? When I had minus 3 raised to 4, what is the meaning of minus 3 raised to 4? The meaning is minus 3 is multiplied 4 times. You can see that minus 3 is multiplied 4 times. Can you tell me what will be the answer of it? You know how to multiply. So you take 2 at a time. Minus 3 into minus 3. Minus into minus become plus. 3 3s are 9. So you are getting plus 9. Okay. Plus 9 and multiplied with minus 3. Plus into minus become minus. 3 into 9, 27. So you got minus 27. Again multiplied with minus 3. So minus and minus become plus. 27 into 3, that is 81. Okay. Now if you look at it, this is the index form. This is the multiplication form. The meaning of the index form. That is the multiplication form. And this is the value of it. When it is plus sign, we don't write it. So we call it as 81. That is the value of minus 3 raised to 4. Okay. Now, when I say 4 upon 5 raised to 6. What is the meaning of it? The meaning of it is 4 upon 5 is multiplied how many times? 6 times. is multiplied 6 times. And what will be the value of it? Multiply all the numerators and multiply all the denominator. That will be the value. Okay. I have 10 raised to 5. What is the meaning of 10 raised to 5? 10 raised to 5 means 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. And what is the value of 10 raised to 5? Multiply all this. 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. And what will you get over here? This is the value of 10 raised to 5. Okay. Now minus 2 upon 7, the whole thing raised to 3. What is the meaning of it? That is minus 2 upon 7 is multiplied 3 times. How do I get the value of it? You know that to get the value, we multiply the numerators. So we have minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 multiplied by minus 2. This is in the numerator upon. What is the denominator? 7 into 7 into 7. How do you get it? Minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4 plus 4 into minus 2 minus 8. Okay. Multiply 2 digit at a time. So you can see minus into minus become plus. Plus into minus become minus. So the answer it will be minus 8. 7 sevens are 49. 49 into 7. 343. So this is the value of minus 2 upon 7 raised to 3. This is how you find the value. If you are asked for the value, you have to multiply and get the value of it. If you are asked to write in the multiplication form, this is how you write it. If you are asked to write the index form, this is how you write it. Okay. Please take your page number 44. You have practice set 26. Given over there. Table is given to you over there. The first one, 3 raised to 4. Base is 3. Index is 4. Multiplication form value. And the next second one, 16 raised to 3. Please remember how to say the index form. 16 raised to 3. What is the base? You write over there. Index, multiplication form. Find out the value of it. Look at the third one. Base is given to you minus 8. Index is given to you 2. So how do you write the index form? Base is minus 8. Index is 2. So this is the index form. Write it in the multiplication form. Find the value of it. Now fourth one, multiplication form is given. Write it in the index form. I think by now you know how to do it. Please take care. If it is a fraction, you have to put the bracket for it. Okay. Question number 5. Minus 13 raised to 4. What is the base? Write over there. Index, write. Multiplication form, minus 13, minus 13, minus 13. But separate it with the bracket because there is a minus sign. Find out the value. Question number 2. Find the value. Please remember, find the value. I'll show you the 8th example. 8th example is given to you over there. Minus 1 upon 2 raised to 4. You are asked to find the value. Okay. How do you find the value of it? First you write it in the multiplication form. Minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by minus 1 upon 2. Okay. Now write all the numerators together. you know how to multiply numerators together. So you have minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 upon. Now write all the denominators 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, now take two digits at a time. Minus 1 multiplied by minus 1. When you multiply, if the signs are same, it will be a positive number. So minus into minus become plus. So you are getting plus 1. Plus 1 multiplied by minus. So plus into minus again become minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, minus into minus become plus. So again you are getting plus 1 upon 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16. So this is your final answer. That this is the value of minus 1 upon 2 raised to 4. This is clear to you? Now I told you we have to find out minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1, multiply and see. Okay. Now instead of multiplying it individually, we can find out if it is a minus in the base is minus, and if the index is even and odd numbers, then there is a method of writing the answer instead of finding out this minus and plus. Okay, let us look at it. Okay, you just look at it here. I have minus 2 raised to 2. Minus 2 into minus 2. Okay, what do I get? Minus 2 into minus 2. Minus into minus I get plus. 2 twos are 4. Okay. Now minus 2 raised to 3. How do I write it? Minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. So what is my answer? Minus into minus I get plus 2 twos are 4 plus 4 multiplied by minus 2. Plus and minus again become minus 2 fours are 8. Here what do I have? Minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2. Okay. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus, minus, minus into plus, again I get plus. 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16. Okay. Now minus 2 raised to 5. Minus 2 into minus 2 into again. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into plus, minus into minus minus, plus, plus into minus, you get minus. Now 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16 into 2, 32. Okay. Now if you multiply minus 2 raised to 6, you will get minus 2 into 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 minus 2 equal to minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into minus minus, plus, plus into minus minus, minus into minus plus. 2 twos are 4, 4 twos are 8, 8 twos are 16 into 2, 32 into 2 is 64. You now just look at the index in each. You know the base is a negative number. Negative integer is minus. Okay, base is a negative number. Look at the index over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know that 2, 4, 6 are even numbers. 3 and 5 are odd numbers. That is our index. Now you look at the answer what we are getting when it is an odd and even. Look at for even numbers 2, 4 and 6. You look at the answer over here. What can you say about it? when the index is even number, the value is a positive number. If the index is even number, the value is a positive number. Okay. If the index is odd, you can see that 3 and 5. When it is odd, you look at the value. Value is a negative number. So I repeat, if the base is a negative number, the base is a negative integer, okay, you don't have to every time multiply and check and see whether the answer will be positive or negative. What you have to do is look at the index. If the index is an even number, then your answer is positive. If the index is a negative number, if the index is an odd number, then your answer is a negative integer. The value is negative. So this you keep in mind. If the index is positive, if the index is even, then the answer, the value is positive. If the index is odd, then the value is a negative number. This applies only if the base is a negative number. If the base is a positive number, that is 2, base is a positive number, then answer is always positive only. Whether the index is odd or even, you don't have to worry. This you have to look only if the base is a negative number. So if the base is a negative, then you directly look at the index. And if the index is even, then your answer is positive. If the index is odd, then your answer is negative. Please keep that in mind. So you don't get confused with minus into minus, then minus, then minus. Don't look at it. Okay? You can directly write. You don't have to multiply the minus. So when you have minus 2 raised to 5, you write the multiplication form and you know that it is 5. So your answer will be negative. So directly put the negative sign over here. Then you only multiply the digit over there, get the answer. Is that clear to you? Okay. Now I have an example. Minus 7 raised to 3. Can you tell me whether your answer will be a positive or negative number? I am talking only about the answer. Whether the answer is a positive or negative number. Surely your answer will be a negative number. Why? Because base is a negative number. And you know that the index is odd. If the index is odd, then your answer also will be a negative number. Suppose you have minus 3 upon 5 raised to 4. Tell me what will be a value. Value will be positive or negative number? It is an even number. Therefore, your final value will be a positive number. Okay. Suppose I have 7 raised to 2. What is the meaning of 7 raised to 2? You know that it is 7 into 7. Right? Suppose if I write 7 raised to 1. What is the meaning of 7 raised to 1? 7 raised to 1 is 7. When you have 7 raised to 2 means 7 is multiplied 2 times. So what is the meaning of 7 raised to 1? 7 multiplied once, that is 7. So what will be the value of 8 raised to 1? Value will be 8. 1 raised to 1, value will be 1. Only remember, whatever we are writing index, what is the meaning of that index? The base is multiplied so many times. So 7 raised to 1 means base, that is 7 is multiplied only once. That is, once means 7 into 1, that is 7. Is it clear to everyone? Suppose, okay, I have a base over here. Suppose I have a raised to m. A raised to m. Can you tell me what is my base? My base is a. What is my m? M is the index. Okay. How do I say a raised to m? What did I write it? I just wrote it in a general form. Okay. These are variables I can use any. Suppose I have a raised to 1. What is the meaning of a raised to 1? Means a is multiplied only 1. So the answer will be a. Then can you tell me what will be a raised to 0? Please remember now. When we have a raised to 2, it is a into a, that is a multiplied twice. A raised to 1 means a multiplied once. A raised to 0 means a is not multiplied. A is not multiplied. If it is not multiplied, then the answer will be 1. Please remember, okay? Don't make a mistake because very often you put this as 0. Please remember, these two are very, very important and I want you to write it in the formula page. Okay? A raised to 1 is equal to A. A raised to 0 is equal to 1. That is, suppose I give you 7 raised to 0. What is the meaning of 7 raised to 0? 7 raised to 0 is 1. Anything raised to 0 is 1. 8 raised to 0, 1. Minus 3 upon 4 raised to 0, 1. 10 raised to 0, 1. Anything raised to 0. The index is 0. Answer is 1. And if it is index is 1, then the answer is the base. The index is 1, then the answer is base. Suppose I have 10 raised to 1. Answer is base, that is 10. Suppose I have minus 3 upon 4 raised to 1. Answer is the base, that is minus 3 upon 4. Suppose I have minus 3 upon 4 raised to 0. Then answer is 1. Please remember. If the index is 0, then the answer is 1. And if the index is 1, then answer is the base itself. I suppose this is clear to everyone. Please write this in your formula point. This is for you to remember like formula. A raised to 1 is A raised to 0 is 1. That is 3 raised to 0 will be 1. 10 raised to 0 will be 1. Minus 1 raised to 0 will be 1. Anything raised to 0 will be 1. Okay. So I think you can do the second part of it. That you have 2 raised to 10, 5 raised to 3. You have to find the value. So find the final answer. Okay. Put the appropriate sign also, whether it is positive or negative. Now, I told you when we write the index form, I have 3 raised to 4. Okay, what do we call it as? 3 raised to 4. Suppose it is 3 raised to 2, then we call it as 3 squared. 3 squared. Squared means double. 3 squared. That means 3 into 3. Now I have 3 raised to 3. Then we call it as 3 cubed. C-U-B-E-D. 3 cubed. That is 3 is multiplied 3 times. 3 is multiplied 2 times. So when it is 2, the index is 2 and 3. They have a special word to call it. Otherwise we say it as 3 raised to 4, 5 raised to whatever. Okay, raised to. When it is index is 2, we call it as 3 squared. And when it is 3, we call it as 3 cubed. Suppose I have 4 raised to 2. What do you call it as? 4 squared. 8 squared. Minus 3 squared. And if it was 3, minus 3 cubed. Okay. So we will stop over here. Please read page number 43 and 44. You will find all this information and complete practice set 26.